So this video is the top 5 things I learned when I attended the Future Rising Bootcamp led by Mr. Ricky Richards. So I have to admit this video is long overdue because I actually attended this bootcamp in the 4th and 5th of June and we are now in August, so sorry. Just to give like a quick introduction to this whole bootcamp that I went to, all I can say is that attending this 2-day workshop event was probably the best thing I did all year because it really helped me realise what I can be doing to really get myself out there. So without further ado, here are my top 5 picks in what I learned when I attended bootcamp. So it's important to have goals, life goals, career goals, whatever, otherwise what's the point? So in bootcamp we set an ambitious goal. So for me that was to become a marketing director for so-and-so company, and then we set ourselves smaller goals for us to reach our bigger goal. So that sounds all pretty straightforward, but trust me, it isn't, because when you set yourself a goal, it means you have to do something in order to reach that goal, and that doing something requires commitment and dedication. And that's sort of where the whole mentorship aspect of bootcamp comes into play, because we have monthly catch-ups with Ricky Richards and the guys at Future Rising, and we talk them through what we've been doing for the past month. That's us progressing to reaching our goal. Intellectual capital is something that I didn't expect to come up in bootcamp, because why? But when we went through it, it did make a lot of sense, and it is actually very relevant. So what I mean by intellectual capital is you becoming more culturally educated, and in business terms I'd say knowing your pastel and also being very commercially aware. And in order to achieve all of that, I'd say it's by listening to podcasts, like reading books, reading audiobooks, listening to great speakers, attending museums or art galleries, just really enriching your minds with what's out there, because you can't learn everything from what you may have studied or from sitting behind your desk at work. You really need to broaden your mind. So this one is pretty straightforward, but it's something that a lot of people do wrongly, because you'll go to like a networking event or whatever, you'll meet someone, you'll get their contact details, then you will never speak to them again. And I'm very hypocritical for saying this because I'm guilty of doing that, and I'm learning to do things differently. So what we learned from this is when we go out like to a networking event or something and we meet someone and we get their contact details, and whenever just maybe follow up on the meeting, maybe like 3 months time or in a couple of weeks time, and really just aim to build a relationship and make it into a friendship rather than having a pointless contact in your contacts list, because what good is that going to do for anyone? So what do they say about you when you leave the room? That's personal branding in a nutshell. So there's a variety of ways for you to enhance your personal brand, such as having brand advocates. So when you meet new people, generally make a good impression, starting your own online blog or personal website or portfolio, and not having anything inappropriate on social media. So a quick way to check the status of your personal brand is to just Google search yourself, and if anything inappropriate comes up, sort it out. Life assets is the big one, and it's the most important thing I got from bootcamp, because it's really saying, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be remembered for? And there's a whole variety of ways for you to build your own life assets, such as, first of all, having a really, really strong personal brand, working for big name clients, having a large following, writing industry articles, and speaking at events. And there's so much more to that as well, but I'm trying to keep this video as short as I can. But that's what it is in a nutshell. What do you want to be known or remembered for? And that's the top 5 things I learned at bootcamp. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone at Future Rising and Ricky Richards for running the bootcamp for us, because I know I gained so much from it. and I'll be making another video for when I attend the planning bootcamp, and tickets for that are still on sale. The link's in the description.